everybody, to episode 2 of Alpha 17. Some music off here. So what we're going to do today is pick up where we left off. Last episode let's see, I'll show you. We went from here over to here. We found this beautiful house that we'd like to make our first base. But unfortunately we got wrecked when we went inside. Spent the night hanging out outside. I ran into some walkers back here. Killed them the first minute of daybreak, and I just got ready, and we're gonna go back in the house now. I did collect some things outside while I was waiting overnight, including a lot of stone and wood, which is what I needed. And so we're just gonna store what we don't need. Hopefully it's up here, to the extent there's room for it. Not really sure where I put things here, but there's a lot. We gotta find our backpack, which I don't. Tell me it disappeared. Fuck, that disappeared. That's not good. I believe I had been running this way. I think I ran through here, and I think I died right about in here somewhere. And I don't see it. Okay, well, great. Fortunately, we put most of our stuff in storage, so... but that really pisses me off, to be honest. Great. Well, that's horrible. I had a backpack. It was lying right here somewhere, and it's gone. I don't know if that's a bug or what, but either way, it kind of bugs me. Whether it's a bug or not, it bugs me. I guess we'll just go forward. I had a bunch of feathers too, and it would be really nice to have those right about now. Tell you what, actually. Since the game screwed us out of the backpack, I mean, that's definitely going to be a red mark against the game, so, you know, I'm kind of keeping a tally, but let's spend just a couple minutes finding some more feathers real quick. So here's some, hopefully. Oh, no, there's an egg. And I'll just spend like 3 minutes just kind of doing a quick wide circle. What's that? Oh, there's a crawler. Really, they have scaled back the range on these melee weapons quite a bit, so I don't mind it. I think it makes it a little bit more skill-based melee combat. Alright, so that was good, and then a couple more feathers, and we'd be in good shape. Let's do one more, at least one more nest before we go back. Grab some rocks. Maybe the backpack now goes away within a certain amount of time. Which, I mean, like, I don't mind that. I just don't like... It's nice. We'll switch to that for now. We'll scrap the bow. We can make a new bow easily if we need to. But we'll switch to the compound bow, which is great. That's a good find, and it's at level 2, and it's orange, which confirms my suspicions. Let me, sorry, I gotta pull up the chat over here just in case we get some chat. Oh yeah, we're getting hungry again, so... God, I hope I didn't lose all those empty bottles of water. I think I did. That sucks. Oh boy. I thought I was gonna take some damage there. Okay, so that should be enough to do this house. So let's proceed. Oh, there's a guy. Yeah, I'm gonna move on. I don't need to kill him. Okay, so let's just kind of looking for one last nest over here. Let's go back inside. Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll stumble across my backpack. I'm pretty sure it's gone though. And again, I don't mind if they want to change it so the backpack disappears. But if they were going to do that, then I would have taken the risk of running in the house late at night. And so I guess we'll have to adapt to see what the new situation on that is. Okay, so I guess we'll just stick with these. That should be enough, especially with retrievable arrows change, which is a good change. So there's good changes and bad changes. Mostly what I'm seeing so far is good though. Okay, so let's pop on through here, and then we'll go back to where we were. So just kind of retracing my steps, making one last pass, see if I can run into my backpack. It's possible a zombie destroyed it too. That's the other possibility that's happened to me before. That'll turn into glass if I break it. It's possible it got placed strangely upon death. I didn't actually see it anywhere, meaning it could be like on a different level, and it just got like glitched into a different location. There's a backpack, but it's not my backpack. Alright, well, I guess let's continue. Okay, so we did this area here. Keep that nice and secure. Alright, this is about as far as we got last time. Let's wreck this guy. Get my arrow there. Okay. Wonder how much more quickly they'll die on the compound bow. He's down. And she fell down, but she's not dead. There's a headshot. We'll do one more headshot at that. There we go. And she ragdolled down the stairs, which is great. So get the stone arrows back. Get your arrows back. Get that arrow on the floor. So this is not water. This is just a blue floor with weird paint on this rubbish, on this rubble, I guess. I love these new lights. Like, that light is left on. I wish I could grab it. I wonder if I destroyed it, what I'd get for it. Okay, so this is a magazine. So this is similar to the War of the Walkers mod. I think this will give me oh, for 30 minutes only, this magazine grants you one level perk plus one level of strength attribute. Alright, so that's something, it's temporary buff, I guess. That's cool. It's a neat little new concept. Should I try going through here? It's gonna take a while. Let's come back to that if we need to. I'm curious where that leads, though. Again, kind of keeping my eyes open for possible backpack. Might have glitched down to the floor. I don't see it down here. Okay, that's locked. So let me just take a minute here. At least use up what stamina I have on this. Okay. So that was bad. That is not good. And I'm not bleeding out, so that at least I don't die. But let's knock this guy down. A little bit of a lag spike there with the animation. Alright. Okay, we'll grab those arrows back. You know, the arrow retrieval is nice, but it's also, it feels a little bit weird to me. It just feels a little weird, I guess. Some embers down here. Like this boiler blew up or something. That's pretty cool, but good artwork, I guess, is what I'd say on that. Alright, maybe that door leads over on this side of the room. Got some trash down there. The trash piles seem like a better source of loot all of a sudden. I think it's because they've made fewer generic containers. So now trash piles are just another container that you can search. Oh, nice. Where that? Okay, and these boxes, I keep running into these. I think they're just barriers in the sense of being in the way of where you're trying to go. And I got something out of that. I'm not sure what it is. Oh, it's a mechanical part. Okay, cool. Is that a common thing? Is that going to happen on most of these? Because that'd be really handy to know. Yeah, I didn't get one there. Of course, there's a suitcase here. So, you know, another thing that is very obvious so far is I'm definitely seeing... Oh, I'm starving, which is great, so I really need to address that. See if I can just finish up down here real quick, but it's very obvious they do a better job hiding loot in little pockets and corners. Okay, I got an electrical part on that, so that's going to be a good source of kind of those somewhat hard to find objects for... And of course I lost all my clothes too, so this is kind of nice to have that. Oh, nice. Not sure which I need more, so obviously I'll have both the poncho and the duster. They're both level 1. Yeah, this is that door I was trying to break down earlier, so that's good to know that it just leads right over there, and so we don't need to break it down. Be curious to see what would happen if I broke down these concrete bags. Let's search there, and then we gotta go get some food. And of course, I got screwed out of my water, so I'm really pissed about that. Tempted to cheat some back in because the game cheated, but I probably won't do that. Hope I didn't lose my clay. Be the one I'd be most pissed off about losing, I think. Okay, and that's the front door to the house. So there we go. So this is actually, if you came in that door, this is where you'd start the dungeon, basically. And you come through here, you wouldn't have any ability to do anything other than just walk straight through. I'm getting zombie noises, so let's move on. We can always come back and destroy those crates later. Okay, and I'm curious what that is. That's a sand. It's like got sand in it or something. Wonder what this gives me. Same, sand. Okay. Well, if I had a forge, I could make new. Oh boy. Make new glass jars. Okay, so let's, we've got a real problem on our hands, and its name is water. We don't have any. We're starving. We're thirsty. We could get food fairly easily. Water, not so much. So we may have to go out exploring and try to find water. As you can see by the character thing here. Looking good, by the way. Oh, I'm starving. I'm not dehydrated yet. Okay, that's at least something I can do something about. Okay. Oh, I thought I had stuff in there. It's in the chest instead. I do have eggs. And I have 5 empty cans, which I could use to make water. Let's grab those, just in case. I'm always going to be more worried. Ooh, there's a thing I didn't search. And then there's this one, too. These things are a ripe source of goodies. Look at that. Oh, good. Water. So I'm actually not going to die from food and water starvation here. And these will just become different cans. So let's just eat up and drink up while we have the ability to do so. That'll also start to heal us, which is something important. Yeah, I'm really upset about that water thing. Please tell me I put my clay. Yes, I did. Good. Okay, so I put clay soil in there. And I searched everything else, I think. Oh, there's arrows. Nice. I wonder how long those arrows ordinarily will stay. Anyway, we have a wrench somewhere too. Okay, so this would just lead to that downstairs section, so lovely. A little bit of a reflection on that surface there. And then we do have, just trying to listen, see if there's zombies. We have some things that might have otherwise, ooh, shit. Okay. How are we doing on arrows? 32, we're okay. Oh, buddy, we got a moment. We got a fatty. Where'd they go? There they are. Did she die already? Nope, she just fell. I was gonna say that's insane if she died. Let me try to convince them to walk over those spikes. Well, he's walking on them. See if they get de-legged like they would in a Horde Night kind of situation. Well, they're gonna go down there again. Oh, thought she could make it. And she's down. I don't want to go grab my arrows though, so I kind of feel like I should do this. And I don't have a club anymore either. Forgot about that. It went away when I died. My backpack. And she's gone, and okay. so let's resume, and we did lose quite a few arrows in that fight, like 11 permanently. So let's try to be a little bit more conservative with the arrows. So we can just jump this. Oh, we got a couple more back here. Good. Sometimes they, when you miss, they fall on the ground, but I think they knock them out of themselves somehow too. I could be wrong. Oh, there she is. Just pop in here and see if there's anybody in here. Yeah, there is. Alright, let's not get ourselves jammed up here. It's definitely much more like a dungeon in a typical game. It's a lot less like a open build house kind of thing. Oh, and we leveled up. That's great. Oh, and she's down here now. Which is not necessarily good because they come right after me. And she destroyed part of the chimney for some reason. Now she's on the spikes, which is good. And she just jumped. They gotta work on that a little bit. They gotta clean up that jump animation a little bit. Come on, give me those arrows. Come on, there we go. And there she is. One more headshot maybe. Come on. There we go. Okay. And those arrows, and how are we doing? 14, not good. Not good at all. If we have to switch to a freaking axe, it's not going to be a good day. Not going to be a good day in America if we have to do that. Okay, so that's just empty pretty much. I mean, there might be little hiding places where there are objects and stuff. Maybe I can open up the furnace there. That's pretty cool, that furnace. But, yeah. Okay, so definitely making progress. And I think this is part of the dungeon, so I'm going to have to parkour across there. Let's just check over here real quick first, though. There's a couple more of these little storage crates. They don't have any UI that suggests anything's in them, but if you beat them to if you beat them to a pulp, and it looks like maybe I got the zombie virus. Yeah, I just got a couple one on that one. Let's just look on character. Low health is what it is. Okay, well I've got half health, so I don't think that's per se low. It's just not high. Whoa! Okay, that. Holy. Wow, that was not good. I could use those feathers for sure, but my god, I got completely taken by surprise there by those vultures. Alright, that's death number 2. Let's see if that changes my permanent health or anything like that. Barely made it again. I don't even know if that's like the role-playing explanation for why you wake up next to your bed or what. I lost my first aid bandage, didn't I? Yeah, so anyway. I guess let's try that again. See if I can find my backpack this time. Yeah, I guess I can. Wear that. I found that thing outside that helmet overnight. So that was pretty cool. Okay, we've only got 14 arrows. Okay, let's do that. We'll load. Okay, so that triggered that. And now I'm bleeding, which is great. Let's quickly get this and make a bandage, and I'm gonna die again. Okay, well at least I'm inside when I died this time. Okay, so I gotta figure out how to kill that vulture without it biting me, basically. Because I have the feeling that's gonna happen. I should probably create bandages anyway, just to have them. How am I doing on health? It says I have 25 health. So I don't know if that's like gonna keep ticking down until I like have nothing left to regenerate with. I guess that's my maximum health. And I have to apply first aid to restore it, which is, okay. So that seems to be the case. Okay, that's great. That's just what I need right there, is a zombie to spawn inexplicably. You know, I think they increased the punch rate on a left click on that, because you have the left click quick punch, and then you have the right click swing. Okay, and he's down, but not out. Oh, okay, he just like one-shotted me there. I don't know exactly. It'd be nice if they would let these guys stop spawning right next to me. And I'm not sure how much lower my health is gonna go. Like my quote-unquote maximum health. Because basically, if it goes any lower, I'm basically gonna be one-shotted by anything, so. Okay, he appears to be gone. Okay, and there we go. Where that? We are in really desperate shape. Well, they need to standardize those things for wearing things and whatnot. Okay, I guess that's good. Yeah, if I go up here, this vulture's gonna one-shot me. There's one of them right there. I don't know if there's more than one, but let's try to. I think I saw a second one right there. So if I see the shadow of the first one still flying around somewhere. Okay, now they're both up at least. Okay, that one's dead. Be nice if it would not roll off the roof. Okay, there's the other one. This might be kind of hard. I might have to wait for him. Looks pretty like the flying animation seems a little bit improved. I can't really explain why, but it just seems a little bit better. Maybe they just kind of redid it. But this guy is really scaring me. Oh, buddy. Okay, and it got me. Okay, and I'm okay. Well, we made progress. I should have not even bothered with that other one until I killed the first one. That's what I should have done. Alright, let's try again. It's getting a little bit frustrating. Maybe if I slow down a little bit. Okay. So, where is this bastard? There's that one. I mean, I could punch that. The problem is I just don't have a lot of options for making something real quick right now, except for what's in my backpack. So, I think I might just have to run for it. Maybe I'll trigger the vulture, and then I will, can I just make a bandage real quick? I'll trigger the vulture real quick, and then I will run back in, wait for him to fly up, and then go get my stuff. Now we have the bandage, although 25 health, I'm not sure how much good it's going to do. It's so hard to gauge where this thing is. To use the shadow, basically. Alright. Survived that attack. And the shadow's over here. I do not have a good way to kill this guy without my stuff. I thought I was kind of stuck on the wall there. Seems to be kind of stuck up there. Maybe I can punch him. Well, I'm running out of stamina. Okay. Well, he's gonna keep kind of being stuck up there for a minute. Time to grab those 3 things real quick. Okay, and 1. Let's do 1 more, and we got him finally. Okay, let's get these feathers. Not a ton of feathers, but you know, enough to certainly help. And I think we are able finally to make it to the next stage of the house, which is really what we're going for. So let's put this stuff on. I guess it automatically re-equipped some of that stuff, which is great. Okay, so let's make some more arrows. I'm still a little bit concerned about like vultures respawning, because the game's not exactly good about ensuring things don't respawn right where you are. Okay, so we got some more zombies coming right away. Like, I'm worried about coming back out here and having the vultures respawn. Oops, okay, we missed that one. I think I'll just try to keep this on the wood here. Oh, don't fall off. Okay. I don't want him to fall off because I want to keep my arrows. And he fell off, so that's great. If I could play my arrows after every shot, I don't have to worry about it. Well, we're gonna lose a couple to that guy, but that's okay. Let's move on. 29 should be okay. Okay, so we do have one of these traditional boxes. Ooh, and we got steel arrows, so that'll be handy. Maybe I should just switch to them right now, use them up. Okay, so that's all that's in there. And we'll check out here. Okay, so this is on the other side of that pile there. And there's a fountain thing, which is weird for a house, I think. Isn't it? Kind of. Hit the spikes. Come on. There we go. Too bad they're not losing their legs like they would have a lot more frequently in the previous version. Anyway, she seems to be dead-ish. Just come over here and take a look what's over here. It's a bath. Ooh, I don't like that sound. Okay, but we do get pipes and jars. Let's see what's in here. Please be a gun. No, no gun. And we're about to be encumbered again, so that's not. Oops. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, let's figure out where these guys are coming from. They're coming from up here. Sorry, guy. And he is dead because the steel arrow. Oh, he's not dead. Okay. Now he's dead. And she's dead as well. His arrows back for sure. Okay. Now that I've got my arrows, and by the way, I've got 10 of them, so I still have pretty good reclamation rates. Don't know where that. Oh, she almost got me. Wow, she really snuck up behind me well. Well, that was a good one. I thought he almost died. That girl is pretty much dead, but I think she might have been the one that got injured on those spikes earlier. Or, I don't even know. I'm not keeping good track. Okay, so that's that. Let's pop in here. This to be a closet of some sort. I have this suspicion that if I broke through somewhere, I'd find a little cavity. Kind of don't want to do it because I feel like the zombies are going to get me, but let's just take a quick peek. Yeah, yep, I figured it would be something like this. Except for I'm not sure if this is the primary way to access it. Oh, I see. It's the staircase. Alright, well that's fine. We'll get it on the way up to the next level. Which we have to go around this level on to get to. So let's, ooh, buddy, what, okay, that almost got me. And let's, read this. Okay, finally we get to expand our knowledge a little bit. Let's, consolidate some things here. Alright. Tell you what, can I get this one yet? I must increase my strength before purchasing that perk. Okay. So then let's try in here. Got a crawler. The old axe here, might as well. Okay, so that went pretty well. And these closets the zombies can jump out of too. So we gotta be really careful on those closets from now on. So in addition to this new Alpha 17 here, I'm playing some Space Engineers lately too. And which is a game that I haven't played a lot of. I still have my Medieval Engineer series going, which I plan to continue. And I've got my Crusader Kings 2 series that I plan to continue. But I'm definitely going to be playing a lot more of this Alpha 17 because it's new. So, you know, keep your eyes open for new content from me. I wish they would make the perk system more complex. I think that when they change things around, they needlessly simplified certain things. Okay, there's a cooking pot. That's extremely important. A bit worried about the floors still. Nice. Okay, that didn't work. Figured he'd get stunned by that gunshot to the face, but oh well. So, you know, it's kind of another one of those examples of a place in the game where the zombies kind of pop out and get you. Okay, we'll spawn back on my bed. I think it's just fine. We'll just have to go back upstairs. Now, once we finally clear this house, we'll be able to, you know, hopefully have some degree of safety. Yeah, those vultures didn't respawn. That's good. I was worried about that. Alright, let's go here. So once we have some degree of safety, maybe, I mean, this might be an argument for why you should build your own house in Alpha 17. These are death traps, really. Okay, let's just, if I push R, everything goes right back to where it was. That's a really big improvement. That's great. Okay, let's see what happens with this gun. I kind of want to see how it performs. Okay, there's a lot of them coming. He's probably dead. He's gone. That's how they jump over each other. Alright, so I'm going to switch to the bow and finish these. And I only have 7 steel arrows, so I'll have to probably switch back over to the stone at some point. Alright, we got a level up there too, which is great. Okay, so we survived it this time. Big zombie attack. I think that girl who fell down there died. If not, we'll be getting rudely awakened from behind at some point. And let's look for over here. There was some hiding in the closet. They seem to have all come out. Seems to be a bag up there. So I can just jump up there and grab that. Okay, got it. Okay, so let's just keep that. We're not encumbered if we keep this over here, so let's oh god. We do not have the room to fight. Okay, that was the one that fell, I think. Alright, she's gone. So is that the only bag in here? Alright, we'll move on. We get some more cloth and plastic and stuff here. It's quite a quite a large house with a bunch of little classrooms and things. You know, I think one of the things they could have done a little bit better, I mean, they definitely want to show off all the new stuff, right? So they put all these new little things everywhere. I don't know which one I need right now. Guess I'll stick with the more warmer one. Okay. So anyway, in their desire to show off all the new stuff, I think they kind of maybe forgot about some of the old stuff. It was good, you know, in terms of containers and in terms of design, house designs and things. I'm not like that worried about it, but it's just something that I kind of noticed. I think they're being a little bit too eager to show off all their new stuff. I think they could have done it in a more measured way. I think it would have been more effective overall if they would have been like not every single. Okay. And of course we're getting one-shotted or two-shotted still. I knew I had heard of her somewhere. I just didn't know where she was. I had no earthly idea how she snuck up behind me. Anyway, in their desire to show off everything new, I think they could have been a little bit more measured and kept a lot more of the old stuff. Let me tell you something about this house. There's a lot more zombies in this house than there would have been in any Alpha 16 house. That's for damn sure. Okay. So, for some reason my health is going up again. That doesn't make sense. What is that? Near-death trauma. Okay, well it says try not to almost die a while. That would be great. So the game calls, when you die now, it's called a near-death, which I appreciate, I guess. Okay, so we'll come back here, and we'll go over here, and we'll probably run into this same person again, but thank God I know how to sort my stuff again. Okay, she might have come out from in here, from out here, I mean. Okay, cool. That's neat. I guess I should stop being distracted. Okay, so let's try not to die this time. Okay. So for some reason our health went down to 25, and now it's. I think it's because I lived longer in between deaths. I think that's it. Which is weird. I think they need to get that just a little bit more figured out. The penalty on death kind of stuff. And we're out of steel, so we'll switch back to stone. You hold R to do that, by the way, for those who are new to 7 days. Okay, that's 2. Confused about where to go. These point blank shots do throw the arrows more. Oh boy, I don't know where you came from. That's the one that killed me last time, I think. Did not hear you coming up at all either. Okay, come on, why don't you fire? I don't know why that wasn't firing, and like I'm stuck now. Okay, I'm totally stuck right where I was. Okay, come on, move. And I'm bleeding. Bandage, bandage. Come on, bandage. Bandage! There we go. I don't know why the bandage wasn't working there either. Not that I feel safe, but at least I'm didn't die somehow by some miracle. And I'm not healing at all. The healing is something I'm gonna have to figure out. I think I may have lost some arrows in this battle. For sure. But yeah, the healing I think kind of comes when you're. I mean, it's similar to the old style where you're, if you're well fed and you're thirsty. Okay, and there's a feral. That was a feral. She ran at me. I should have expected that. I'm gonna have to just change my whole mindset. I mean, it's gonna be a little easier when you have like equipment and you're not starving to death and all that stuff. Like, I wanted to make this one building my home base, and it turns out it was a freaking dungeon, so obviously. I'm bleeding already, and I just spawned. Okay, that's gotta be a bug. That's gotta be a bug. Well, okay. Well, I guess it's cold weather, and I don't have enough for bandage. And I really would like to go find my bag, but I'm worried about that feral up there. Wish I would have saved some of those bullets from that gun. Oh, and this fell. I don't know. Oh, it must have been part of this little. That saves me the trouble of going around, so that's nice. Well, I guess we'll just do the best we can. Hopefully I can grab my bag before that feral comes out and chases me. I think we're under control otherwise, so let's go. Okay, this is where it happened. Oh, is that a tourist or a cop? Looks like a cop. This is like a somewhat not easy dungeon. I think if I beat this railing up and break through it, I can just grab my stuff. So I probably shouldn't have chosen this location as my home base. But it's been kind of interesting that we did. Because it's been really challenging. And it has the potential to be a good base, I think. The fact that it's near the border, it's kind of one of those things, you know, where maybe it's kind of more difficult because it's out here, and I didn't realize that going in. Okay, so I have 8 stone arrows. It's like a cop I have to kill. Alright. Okay, yep. And that graphic was not good. I'm not sure if that was my performance issue or what, but let's see what we can do here. Okay. Yep, and that didn't go well. I think maybe the thing to do is to potentially move on from this space. I don't know if I'm going to easily be able to kill this guy at this time. I mean, if I had a gun, I could. But why was he a cop that time? And I'm bleeding out again. So they need to fix that bleeding out thing. Because if you die and then you're immediately bleeding out, I mean, obviously you're just going to die again. That appears to be a developmental shortcoming in the game right now. So hopefully this time when I respawn, I won't be bleeding out. Okay. And good. But I'm back down to the 25 health. So if I run into this cop again, I'm going to get one-shotted without question. Oh, I went the wrong way. Okay. Well, I guess I could just stick to the kitchen and I could come up and explore that last room when I finally have sufficient supplies and or armor and whatnot. Let's just grab our stuff. I've got 6 arrows now, so let's just see if he's a cop still. I mean, last time, there was one time when he was a cop and the other time when he was that feral girl. Okay, it's the girl this time. I don't know why that is. I guess maybe it's sort of random, but either way I have to kill him. What I could do, let's do this. This actually might be easier than I think it is. Make 8, let's do 7 of these. We changed this to wooden spikes trap rather than just wooden spikes. Okay. And I can do 3 more. Let's do that one, and then I have to make sure I run down here, and I'll place the other one manually as I run. Okay. 6 shots. Mostly I'm just trying to trigger her. Spang, just get this one right there. Nope. Okay. Did she hit the traps? Hello? Oh, she's trying to go this way, I guess. No, she just hit that trap. I don't feel safe. Oh, but she's dead. Okay, so that actually worked. So that was a good plan. Actually worked. And she destroyed the trap to boot, so I can... Oh, okay. I was gonna say it worked, but then we got the other guy. So, turns out he's still around. And I'd like him to please hit the traps. In fact, I need you to hit the traps. Okay, and we got more. We got more. Okay, this is not good. Okay, so there's no way I can handle that. I mean, I could basically just keep doing the wood spikes thing. I think what I should do, let me grab my stuff. I'll leave them up there for now, and then we'll work on some other things. Eventually, when I get enough wood and feel good about my... God damn it. I have to die again. This is so stupid. Game, this is stupid. Come on. And of course, like, the graphics are taking a really big hit right now because it keeps reloading. Which is a really... well, I'm not a computer guy. I'm not a computer programmer, but that seems like a really easy optimization fix. Just don't keep everything loaded when somebody dies right where they are until it becomes clear you have to load a different area. I think what it's doing now is it's preloading, it's pre-unloading the area so it can load whatever place it thinks it has to, but chances are you're gonna respawn near where you died. I mean, so, or at least there's a reasonable chance you will. And so you might as well keep that cell loaded. I think that's an easy optimization thing. Okay, so let me grab my stuff. Right here. Yes. Okay. And I will leave them up there. And then let's go start working on stuff, huh? I think we're gonna be safe in here now. And to prove it, I'm going to this way. I'm going to take the vulture path. That's the one that worries me the most, to be honest. Yep. Okay. And then we'll come over and we'll be back downstairs. Perfect. Okay. Let's get rid of those so I don't kill myself. Okay. So yeah, so let's make this little area our little operating area. I wish I had a better axe. It says locate the trader as my next step. So I don't really want to do that, to be honest. I mean, I would, but it's far away. It's way over here. I mean, I could leave and come back and leave all this stuff here, but I think what I'd like to do is get cooking today. Maybe farming. Certainly would love to have a forge. Let's get rid of this stuff that's cluttering up this area. I wish I had a pickaxe. My compound bow is holding up pretty good. But I have cleared out 90% of the zombies here, so I feel good about that. Okay, so let's just do another campfire. The one outside we're just not using. 43 wood should be fine. I do have 2 shotgun shells, interestingly enough. I'll keep working on this intermittently. Alright. And then we'll put the cooking pot on that. And then we can, in theory, we can make bottled water, which is very important. Okay. And so for food, we have all this meat, we have some eggs. So we can do bacon and eggs, I guess. And then on that and this glass jar, we really should get some water. So let's throw that up there. Alright, there's one egg there. Okay. Now let's turn that off. And then I have some cloth so I can make some bandages if I wanted to. Oh, there's some rotting flesh in there. Didn't even know that. Not sure what I could do. I don't know if there's any new recipes with that or what, but we'll see. Let's try to figure out where there's some water. So I guess this is bugging me, this thing that's down here. But let's so one thing I know that there's a bicycle in the game now. Ooh. Definitely want to make some more arrows as well. We're out of wood, okay. That's a lot. That's a big model for only 300 wood. There's a zombie over there. It's nice that it goes right back to the same position, though. That's really nice. Okay. That wasn't... That... They came out of nowhere. I mean, I saw them right in front of me, but... They snuck up. This is a stupid big tree model. It's so frustrating. I guess when I first started playing Alpha, whatever, 14 or 13 or whatever it was, when I started playing this game, it felt this difficult initially as well. So it's really a whole different game, and I'm okay with that in general. Here they come again. I guess I'll punch them. No, I didn't really have the wherewithal to do that. I guess I should go get my bag, get the weapon, and then kill him that way. God damn it. It's like very rage feeling right now. That's just me being stupid. I was just being like, why am I punching these guys? Like, you have like 25 health. You have no business punching zombies right now. Okay. I think they've added to the number of zombies. It sure seems like it. Where the hell is my backpack? There it is. Okay. Boy, there's a ton of zombies coming down from the hills. Is this a horde? I guess I'll try to take him on with this axe. I don't have time for anything else. Really worried about the Horde Knight. That'll be an interesting episode 5 or whatever it'll be. Okay, well that's them. Be nice if they introduced a few more zombie models too. Hate these guys. Okay, he's gone. And that pretty much takes care of the ones I wanted to at least take care of. Oops. Oh, brace schematic, okay. This is used in a recipe now, instead of just a raw material. Or, I mean, something you read and learn something just in abstract. So that's interesting. I just hope they've replaced the old schematics with something that will be a similar function in the game. Okay. Starting to build back up our arrow base, which is good. Unfortunately, there are no apparent sources of water here. Very rugged terrain, though. Interesting place. I haven't played, I mean, I know Navezgane somewhat, but I don't know it like the back of my hand, so it's hard for me to tell one way or the other whether this has changed from Alpha 16 or not. So what I'll probably do is, it's like 6 o'clock now, okay. So I have 4 hours, which means I should probably only go a little bit farther looking for this water. If I find it, I'll head back. If I don't find it and it's getting late, I'll probably head back without it, but then I'll have to dissatisfactorily spend the night somewhere or not have water, so I'm not sure which one I'm going to do, but at some point I may end the episode. We may pick it back up after I find water. It's a possibility. I don't remember water being this hard to find in the previous version of the game. Is this just a house? Is this going to have a dungeon? It's kind of one of those things you gotta think about now. I'm curious if there are sources of water inside. I mean, like a flooded basement, for example. Treasure map. That'll be interesting to see how that pans out. Gave me a journal entry for it. Extra pot there. Eat that. Surprised there aren't any zombies popping out. To say that, I'm sure they'll start popping out any second now. Interesting wall texture. No zombies here. Murky water, I'll take that for sure. And then we'll get to be encumbered again, so that's 2. And no zombies. Figured that floor might collapse a little bit. Not a whole lot of loot though either. So, you know, this actually would have been a pretty good starter base because it's secure, aren't a ton of zombies or anything, and you don't have to clear it out first. Unfortunately, there's still no water that I can see. Okay, so let's keep going a little east. Okay, we're getting to an intersection here. So let's see what this is all about. And see if we can see anything. I don't see anything that way. This will take us back. Looks like it'll go like that. So let's just do that. Yeah, it's tempting to go for that trader, but I just think without water and food, my chances of success are not so good. I think I just need to focus like a laser beam on finding water. This actually does seem familiar. I do think I remember this part of Navezgane. That truck stop up there, for example. So I just, oh, there's water, right? Yeah, it's a water source. So let's go down there. That's got to be our priority. We'll keep looking at things along the way. And we're going to get over encumbered here. So I guess the question is whether I start sacrificing things or try to keep it as long as I can. Stamina management is so much more important in Alpha 17 than it was in Alpha 16. And what is this little thing here? By the way, I wish they would do like what a lot of games do and have discoverable locations. So like, you have found the port, Joe's port, or yeah, Al's Marina. So there's Al's Marina, and just have it like pop up like with a little achievement on the screen that says you have discovered Al's Marina. Must be a junkyard. Love this car. Is that a trader? That's a trader. Yeah, it's totally a trader. Okay, we're gonna check that out in a second here. Let's start out by hopefully these water cans are stackable. I mean, these ones right here. Yeah, they are. I feel like in the old version they weren't. Okay, so there's that. I guess I could scrap that because I've already got one. I don't need this pine cone at all, so let's get rid of that. And I can put some things in my inventory bar eventually. Maybe I'll put the arrows down here so I can always tell how many I have for now. It's interesting. You can kind of... the underwater looks much better than it had in the previous version. So it still has the trader be... Oh, there's a girl. There's a young lady. Oops. Maybe the smart thing to do is to relocate my base over there by the lake. Either that or just get a whole bunch of snow or something. Okay, well, let's check out the trader and then head back, and we'll call it an episode. I am going to head back for now. I don't know if I'm going to permanently live out there in that dungeon house or not, but I do think I have this, like, sense like now I have to get vengeance upon those cops upstairs. How do I get in here? Is this... Okay, hi. My axe is... Okay, you know what? That's a former trader's house, so that is not good. And now we are far away from where we died, so that's not good. It looked like a trader. Turns out it was a big trap. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to call this an episode, and I'm going to go back and find my stuff off camera. Go back to the house with my stuff, and we will pick it up there for episode 3. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time on 7 Days to Die. I know this was a frustrating episode. Next one will be more